Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Natural Remedies Coach. I'm your host, Lovely Morel. Thank you so much for joining me. So when I was working in health food stores for 15 plus years, one of the biggest complaints that I would get from customers would be, hey Lovely, I tried this vitamin and it didn't work. I want my money back. And of course we would refund them their money. In my efforts to try and help them, I would ask, well, how many did you take? And they'd be like, well, I took 2. And then I would look at the directions and say, well, you really were supposed to take 4. Maybe that's why it didn't work. And I would, always say you can still have your money back, but I think that if you follow the directions, you might get better results. And this happened over and over and over again. And what was really happening is that people were getting the serving size and the directions mixed up. And every vitamin company labels their vitamins differently. So today we're going to talk about the difference between serving size and directions. Another thing that also would confuse people would be if they said take 2 a day. Are they supposed to take it all at one time? Are they supposed to spread it out? Are they supposed to take it with or without meals? Yada, 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 all that. If the directions weren't that explicit, it was confusing to a lot of people. So hopefully we're going to be able to cut down on some of that confusion and help you get better results from the vitamins and herbs and minerals that you're taking. So I have a random selection of different vitamins and herbs with different directions on them. So one of them is from a company called Himalaya, and it's Menstrual Care. And on the back, you have on the back right here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll be sure to pop in a picture of what this says. On the back here, it says serving size 2 capsules. And then it has all the ingredients and it lists the milligram dosages. Now, when you turn this over and it says recommendation, sometimes it might say directions, but this company usually says recommendation. It says take 2 capsules twice daily with meals. So what a lot of people would end up doing is they would just read this and just take 2. They wouldn't take 2 capsules twice daily for a total of 4, and they wouldn't take it with meals. Sometimes they take it on an empty stomach and maybe their stomachs would hurt. So it's really important not to only understand the difference between serving size and the recommended dose, but to follow the directions. If they're this specific, there's a reason they're this specific. This company in particular does human clinical studies, and that's why they're that specific, because they have done human clinical studies and they want you to get the best bang for your buck. So do what they say, follow the directions. This is Zyflamin Whole Body from a company called New Chapter, and the serving size is 2 soft gels. Down at the bottom right here under suggested use, it's 1 soft gel 2 times a day with food. And the reason why they do this is because they do something called supercritical extraction, where just to give you basic background, herbs can be extracted in one of 3 ways. You can do a water extraction, a alcohol extraction, or a gaseous extraction where they flush it with CO2. These guys are doing a CO2 extraction. That's why they call it supercritical. And the reason why they do that is it concentrates the herbs, so you end up getting more bang for your buck and having to take less. If you take those on an empty stomach, it can cause irritation. So that's why it's important to do it what it says, take it with food. So sometimes it can be hard to find the actual suggested use on the label as well. And that's one thing you want to ask who's ever helping you in the store that you're buying your herbs at. Ask them, how am I supposed to take this? Because they will show you and they'll be able to help you. And if they can't, then come ask me and I'll show you and I'll be able to help you. Since I've been trained by several different vitamin companies, been flown around the world and across the country, I can probably help you figure it out. Okay, this is a multivitamin from a company called Emerald Laboratories. And on the front, it says 2 a day. So right here, under suggested use, right before you see the little serving size, it says suggested use, take 2 capsules with breakfast or lunch. So you can take them both at the same time because it says breakfast or lunch, not and. So that's pretty clear. It's right here above the serving size. There's no looking on the back to figure out how to take it. So that's a pretty good label. And then they have more product information lift here. I never lifted because I didn't need more product information. I got it. But, let's see what's under here because I haven't done that yet. Whoa. Then they just talk about how it's a raw whole food based formula. It's a complete multivitamin, clinically formulated, and all of that. So there's sometimes the companies do a pretty good job. Ooh, it's gluten free too. Yay! They do a pretty good job, and they'll even provide more information as well. So there's that. This is Y-Cramp from a company called Nature's Plus. Now, the serving size says 3 soft gels. Now, when you come over here, under the directions over here, it says, as a dietary supplements for adults, 3 soft gels daily. Now, when they are like that, they generally want you to spread them out. I've taken 3 of these at one time and I've been just fine. That's my own personal off-label usage though. Actually, I've taken more than 3 because I have really bad cramps. So I've taken a lot. But you can spread that out. You can take them all at one time. It really depends on how well you know your body and how much how you trust the company that makes the particular products, if you've tried it or not before. So anyway, I hope that clears up some of the confusion. Remember, if you remember to look at the difference between serving size and directions, because they're not always the same. If you actually follow the directions, you're gonna get better results from your vitamins and your herbs. Hope this helped. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on more helpful hints and tips. Please share this with friends and family if you found this helpful and you think it will be helpful for them. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I can't see without my glasses, but the light shines through them and reflects, and it looks all weird. See what I do for you to make good videos, I sacrifice my vanity.